Well, first off, when you buy a house, it should come with booze. Tears every once in a while are the lubricant that move the skids of life, like Bruce would say.
Adam, you got to keep in mind, everyone sucks.
It's weird that it's 2013 and we're still having babies through our vaginas.
I'm Adam Carolla. You may remember me from such hit shows as The Man Show, Crank Yankers, and shit. That's about it.
And shit.
Anyway. You know, there's nothing that helps those whiskers get down that sink after a good shave better than a nice warm stream of urine. Do you care about the environment? Do you care about your kids? Schwimmer says talk to your kids. I say pee on them. The more you know.
Okay. Other myths. Other myths.
Most male peacocks are gay.
I'm considered a buffoon. San Francisco, known for two things.
Great food.
Rice-A-Roni, that's right. And packing fudge. Do not dazzle my sack, ladies.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Finally, there's sense attached to it. There's people watching right now. It's gyro now.
It's gyro.
It's official. Starting now.
You can also shit into a Grammy. They do have.
They have special commemorative.
You can't shit into a Cable Ace Award.
Yes.
I
more
tried.
you know. I was 479. I was 497 out of a class of 570.
Why were you so bad?
Stupid. Chicks don't punch walls or doors. Guys in their 20s punch walls and doors.
As Dr. Phil
always
said,
bullshit.
people who have nothing to hide don't hide anything.
It's never the size of the penis. It's the size of the fight in the penis. You know what I mean?
The one that he gets?
Oh, it's scalding.
Yeah, do not try to fuck a souffle, people. You will literally get burned.
That's a good tip.
That's a good tip. Play the more you know, Brian. Come on now. Thank you. Oh, where was I?
Especially not if it's in a shallow souffle dish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Thank you.
I don't want to seem like Grandpa Walt here, but there's a lot of crotch going on.
She's dressed like a hooker.
Well, listen, I don't want to give any tips to the pedophiles out there, but you got to pick your victims just a little bit better than that. You know what I mean? Like if she's using tampons with Dora the Explorer printed on them, step on over to the neighbor girl. You know, you shoot two Mexican women, and somebody said, you or somebody was in my screen or something, said Asian women. And I was like, Asian women? What are Asians don't deliver newspapers. Mexicans deliver newspapers at 5, Asians read them at 7. Gay guys fuck on the first date. Why? It's two dudes. They're in charge. All I remember is she had a sweat going. I remember that, and I was like, I didn't know Asians sweat. Rape is a stronger calling than even eating a steak.
It would have to be.
Yes.
Because it's not an easy life choice.
Legless people have no heart. I don't know if you know that.
You know what? There's no black storks. By the way, the greatest color for an ass is the Brazilian ass color.
So you talk to your insurance person?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because the banks are run by the Jews.
Like there's a lot of
You're definitely a rabbit.
animals on the maybe list. I got a lot. Even a couple of humans. The ultimate prey. By the way, the ultimate
The most
prey.
dangerous game.
Put it this way, we've been eating horses and we're fine.
Let this be a lesson to you and everyone else.
That she must have terrible taste in men.
No, to never try. Ever. And I hope there's young people listening. Radio is dumb.
To be uprooted from San Fernando Valley to the whirlwind of downtown LA, that's not like a real far uprooting.
Sarah uprooted.
You guys probably made that joke on the set, right?
I didn't understand what you just said. What did you just say?
See? Not easy, is it? Thought it was so easy, didn't you?
What did you say? What did you ask?
Oh, I said that's not, like, to go from the valley to downtown LA is really not that far a distance.
No, I worked in China also.
You want a job that involves having to drink or eat ice cream. The first sort of block in the cornerstone in the foundation of radio is the listeners are fucking dumb. There ain't no time off for good behavior. They don't parole your anus. I mean, besides the physical, let's talk about the inner me.
Right.
What do you love about me, Chris?
I think you have a sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
No does mean no when you can toss someone out a window.
Yeah.
I think it's good to date a girl who has a tattoo because you know going in that she's someone who's willing to make a huge mistake.
Yeah. And has a high pain threshold.
I know.
So anal's not off the table.
I know.
Real cheese don't go. Real cheese don't dance. And my grandfather used to say, you have to have a few stillborns so you know the ones that are good for squeezing. I don't have times I have to say this about the LAPD. They like shooting people.
You know, Whitney Houston had huge nostrils.
Night, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it's a fucked up world we're living in. And people are doing some really bad shit. The TSA is about to start allowing pocket knives and horse shit that's under 2 3/4 of an inch back on the airlines. So make sure that when you're packing up with your loved ones, that you're packing a blade just like every other sick, sorry motherfucker that's about to get on the same flight as you. This is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Have a good flight.
Wow. So, again, teachers union and LAPD, you get your union, pay the fiddler. And here's the deal. If you don't want to protect the bad ones and you don't want to, keep bilking the system and fucking running the city dry with all your programs, well, then that's fine. We'll pay. But as long as you're fucking mobbing up with the unions and bringing in the people that keep all these drop programs and all this other bullshit alive, then you fucking pay when you go bad. Thank you. That's my PSA. The more you know. Nobody writes a letter like a guy who's in the hole and wants to fuck. There's no catch and release with chicken breasts.
Children are here to replace us. Yeah, it's hard to find a bad Pop-Tart.
Heat
Trying
makes
not
you
to
angry.
die.
Cold just makes you cozy.
Well, let me just say this. Nature knows what they're doing. Let's turn this into a teachable moment here, which is everybody starts off as a piece of shit. Boy, people like booze. I heard steak more than once.
I'm thinking he brands you.
All right.
I think he lays steak on your arm.
Tyler?
Yes.
These tattoos are made of beef.
It's the best kind of tattoo.
You'll
you know
be
what
all
else
right.
a good place to eat? Fucking inside.
You know who doesn't text while driving?
Who?
Mexicans who don't have insurance.
Well, if you have difficulty with deceased humans and their parts, perhaps a job at the morgue isn't for you. Green is for the money. Gold is for the honey. Russia's such a piece of shit. They're just a piece of shit.
Well, that's why they got attacked by a meteorite a couple months
That's
ago.
right, because
Yeah.
you have this thing where the least drunk person drives. I should do a PSA.
There you go.
The more you know, with Adam Carolla.
Yeah. Remember, the least person.
Yeah, having fun is fun. Having a few drinks is fun, too. But let's not have the most fucked up person operating the car that night. Give it to the guy who's drank somewhere between the 6er and the 12-pack. Thank you. Yeah, if my wife, you couldn't even say like titty bar.
You should stop saying titty just anyway.
Yeah, I like it. Well, he's heard him say gay fucking shit.
Yeah, gay fucking shit. That's what I heard too.
Gay is sort of fucking shit if you think about it.
Where are you buying underwear? There is underwear that doesn't climb up your ass.
I was sitting here looking for plain white tees on a piece of paper where it didn't have it written on there. But I knew the name, but I was looking for it. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When you go, I'm going to rely on this.
Yes.
And you start looking for something, and then you go, it's not there, and now all of a sudden you don't have the answer.
That's why you should never read.
You know what? It's my fault for reading. When you buy a tour bus, it comes with marijuana.
Black people sneeze on a regular basis. I
don't see it. I don't see it.
Like lactose intolerance and peanut allergies, that all depends on how hungry you are.
Oh, God.
Starving people aren't allergic to shit.
I'm pretty sure he's done. I'm pretty sure he's retired now. But I don't mean...
He never retired from being gay.
You know, it's hard to fill those leather pants.
Just a quick safety tip. If you're going the butt plug route, go ahead and put a string in there first so you can get it out. I had a little difficulty.
Good-looking people do not fight crime. They fuck, and they stare in the mirror.
The most important muscle in your body, it's your brain, baby. Let's work it out now. Start training today. I'm going to bring that up next time I'm making fun of someone who's French. You guys got your ass handed to you by Mexico. They sobered up long enough to kick your ass.
The Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
The French got their ass kicked in Haiti, too.
Oh, really?
Toussaint Louverture.
Okay, so the restaurants are usually at least 20 miles from their homes, and here's the top 10. And they're chain restaurants. Fleming's, Red Lobster. We've talked about Red Lobster.
Black people go there to cheat.
I'll tell you, crazy nationalities, they got a lot of range.
No, life spills over into football for Deacon. There's the same moves apply in both. You get in there, you fuck her, you slap her, and then you take the rubber off and you spike it.
Look, I got nothing against squirrels. Okay?
Without a doubt, whether you can fuck them or not, they do fuck. If a girl is at a Megadeth concert, she fucks.
I got to tell you, for fellas, couple things. There is a mess that comes along with the orgasm. You could get hummus out of shag faster than you can get jizz out of thigh hair. Wind is nutty, man.
I don't know. It's like, the people pinch your nose off when they sneeze?
Yes.
You don't get the full sneeze out.
Oh, retrograde.
I feel like
retrograde
unless I
fart.
get the lean, I'm at about 65 to 70% unless I get a lean going. Otherwise, there's still some trapped in there, and it's going to be sucked into my pores. And somebody told me if you hold it in enough, your breath will get stinky.
I think if you're going to try and correct everybody's disgusting habits, you got to put on pants when you leave the house.
Well, you may be right. If you're going to get preachy, you can't do it in a terry cloth robe. Thinking about not getting a boner is not an effective way to not get a boner.
The pussy washes off.
You're not born knowing how to spell unique. Yeah, it's like after you rape a corpse, you always pull the panties back up.
At 12, a friend of mine, grew up in Louisiana, and there weren't a lot of Mormons there. I grew up in Louisiana, and a friend of mine gave me an anti-Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know. The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, babies are the biggest sexually transmitted disease.
As I've said many times, if you cannot afford milk, do not have kids. First off, musicians are horrible people.
I have no idea why, but I wear a T-shirt and no underwear and no pants.
Wow.
And I don't know why.
That's called porky pigging it.
Well, knives and cocks don't mix. Filipinos, crazy Filipinos, knives and cocks, never a good combination. Hi, I'm Don Drysdale. Every year kids are concussed by being hit with baseballs. Always wear a batting helmet. Hit a home run for safety. The brothers love a big, plump, beautiful ass. Like they want ass. Yes. And the white guys not into it. And I think it's... I'll tell you why. I think it's like if you want to ride a big wave, you need a longboard.
They can't gobble it up. As long as it's mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese, they'll be ass.
You can't unring a bell, and you can't unring an ass. You cannot get that fart back into the barn, as Grandpa used to say.
If you can't feed your fucking kids, don't have none. Go buy rubber, save up your money, get a vasectomy, take some pills, go get that morning after gimmick, whatever it takes. If you can't afford to feed them, don't have them. See that dramatic pause?
Yeah, it's powerful.
That's all I got.
No, that's good. That's good.
I mean, it goes back. I mean, have a little bit of wake up time. Time to rustle up those kids out of bed and get them ready for school. And you got to get to work to pay those motherfucking bills they keep sending in the mail. If they stop sending those bills in the mail, you could stop working. But you still got to feed those kids 3 squares a day. 3 squares a day, and it all starts with breakfast. That means breakfast, a little bit of love, right before you drop those motherfuckers off at school so you get their education on. We all know that it takes some smarts to get on in society today, to make the world a better place to live, for each human being to be as good or as great as they can and aspire to be. And it all starts with a loving breakfast served right at home. Thank you.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Come out to California, folks. There's some great fucking weather out here.
There you go. Reached a ripe old age of 40, and no baby corn is past your lips is a bad sign for baby corn.
Bad sign for baby corn. I got to give him that.
Yeah.
That being said, it's never too late to get baby corn a try.
Cushion drivers.
All right, cushion drivers, it's time for you motherfuckers to just get off your brakes and edge on up to that car in front of you, because believe it or not, there's other motherfuckers on the road who are trying to get somewhere. They're trying to get to a job so they can pay their bills. They're trying to pick up a loved one over at the daycare. Or maybe they're going to pick up their kids at school. They had a great day at school. trying to get that education. You've already given them that first square meal before you dropped them off, so you didn't have to shell out taxpayers 33 cents to feed that little bastard. So you're doing the right thing. Everybody, ease on up there. Remember there's other people on the road. Don't be a cushion driver. Put your foot on the goddamn... I've just totally fucked that
No,
up.
you're good.
No,
We
it's
can
good.
fix this in post.
No, we'll dig it out. It's good.
We can make it better.
No, you got it.
All right, but anyway, back on that train of thought. Come on, everybody. We got places to do. We got places to go. We got things to do. Haul ass. Be safe.
I don't like the be safe part. Let's try it again.
All right, everybody. Speed up. Lessen the cushion. Haul ass. Try to be safe.
No.
Let's
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Haul ass. Shake your ass, or I'll shake it for you.
And that's the bottom line. Thank you.
I ask you guys now, if all the mascots in the NFL got into a fight, who would win? There is a correct answer.
The Brown.
Why would the Brown win?
How you can't beat Brown.
The devil makes work for idle hands, even if you cut him off with a radial arm saw.
I just thought to myself when I was eating dinner tonight, I don't need zucchini. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it. You don't find zucchini in a vending machine.
Like trucks.
What's a mini pickup truck?
It's like a regular size pickup truck, but smaller.
Ah.
Hi, I'm Anthony Weiner. And while you know my passion is sexting, I never, ever do it from behind the wheel. I'm always in the passenger seat while my wife drives. Oh, wait a minute. We should probably fix that.
That's good. We'll fix it in post.
Crack cocaine is terrible. And that's why when I do a drug of choice, it will be cocaine powder. Cocaine powder. The easier, nicer crack.
Marion?
Yeah.
From the booth?
Yeah. Eating's not cheating.
All these guys that talk about all these religions and about what women need to do and what women, how this and that, their fucking still comes first. Like their cock still comes first. Like
this is called a backdoor teen mom.
That's because I had anal sex with her. So it's a pun.
Sexuality is such a complex thing.
Well, first off, the people that really need them are blind. Other than that, you guys all fuck yourselves.
Don't spend more than you make. Be a hero.
Well, listen, you buy a Tundra, you're asking for it. That one's on you. You can't expect the LAPD not to empty a few clips into your back window if you're going to drive a mid-size Japanese pickup truck.
You should not date anybody less than half your age plus 7 years.
Uh-huh.
Give me an age.
51.
You can fuck an 18-year-old. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense.
You don't realize your ideas get no better with time. 15-year-olds are pretty easy just to slap around and take their shit. We all hope to be thrown off the pony at 87, but eventually everyone's getting thrown off the pony.
See, right there, I would have played The More You Know.
No one likes to see a fat person cry.
Well, it was about 2 minutes between the time I said, which is a long time.
If you've been alive 4 minutes, that's half your life.
You can choose.
Well,
You're
first
in charge
off,
of your own happiness.
If oxygen hadn't formed in the atmosphere, none of us would be here.
And even the one guy's not going to touch it because vegetarians are just people who don't like eating for the most part.
On the topic of
Covina's,
marriage.
I think, another owning town.
Yeah,
Hold on
but he said cheating as opposed to just he's seeing other people. So cheating means it would not be cool with her.
I find if you check in advance, the answer is usually no.
Right, if you stand for tolerance, you can have a problem with intolerance.
So those who love to dance will dance, whatever the era is. If you were born in the 50s... yeah, but you didn't know at that point there were even going to be girls. At that point, you had no idea.
But doesn't pretty make it better for everybody?
I find that people who look really good naked enjoy being naked in front of people who appreciate them being naked. You look better moving when you're nude.
And it's not everything that is a user of time is a waster of time. Guys that are 22 are worthless unless you have to move.
Like the Corey Hames of the world?
Yes. He left a successful group,
mm-hmm.
and everyone thought he was crazy, and then he ended up being
married to Whitney, which was like amazing at her prime.
Boy, those
crazy.
Those two those two getting together would just be like somebody opened every cage in the zoo, and the hyena and the crocodile got to hang out and make decisions on zoo policy. Yes. Like they're just sitting around going, how should we stop doing drugs, or should we go downstairs and raise the kids? I mean, I just feel like
she was constipated and he reached into her butt to help her out.
And someone else has a question about a Mustang, and I have no idea either. Look, if you like your car, keep it. If you want to work on it, work on it.
Like, I mean, people got the way to get a whore and enjoy it is don't give like 7 whores $10,000. Give one $10,000.
Look, when there's a lot of planes flying in and they're coming into an airport you haven't heard of, that means you're fucking far away.
Well, sex is not as good a workout as you might think. What level of clothing is acceptable if you're just going outside for your dog to go to the bathroom? You're not even walking your dog. You're just taking your dog outside to the grass to go to the bathroom. Because I haven't broken the pajama seal, but I've been tempted. But I am out on the street. But very close to being inside.
Pajama with the bathrobe, I think you can do.
Really?
I've seen enough commercials.
Just add a shopping cart and a megaphone and you're an insane person.
Yeah, it's true. And it created genocide and exterminated people. That's an insult to everyone who survived the Holocaust. And it should be the vitriol and the ire should be aimed toward those who take Hitler, whatever your color is, and march him out so freely over just some words that were said. Thank you. The more you know. Topher.
Yes.
What's going on?
Hi, Adam. I just wanted to ask, what do you think is the key to happiness? Is there a specific thing?
No, well, it will not be things that you accumulate, but it will be how you accumulate them.
By the way, the guy who graduates last in law school is still called a lawyer.
I think McEnroe was an asshole and Connors was a dick.
There's a super convenient place to park in front of every crowded store. It's called the handicap spot. You may park there with no placard. You may absolutely park there, and you may go in and get a flat panel television set. When you come out, your car may be there or it may be gone. Could be towed or could have a ticket for $500. That decision is your decision. And I'm fine with whatever happens to you after you make said decision, especially a decision of parking your kid in the handicap house of life. No one's ever separately had meringue, balsam, or nougat, but yet it makes everything better. And count me in if it's going to be on top of my head or in my mouth. Or in my candy bar, like I'm in.
It's the table salt of dessert and or home improvement.
Yes. Thank you.
Goes with everything.
The more you know. Right.
And Coen Brothers saying you can act as sort of a blanket. All right. Show them the door.
Not when you're dumb, or not when you're pompous, and not when you're arrogant, or not when you make a bunch of money for doing nothing. I don't know. All I know is the best pope is the one that's least popey.
One man's sucking is another man's blowing.
Look.
I don't know, dude. That's like beating in a sauna. You don't do it.
Oh, you don't do it. And if you do, stay away from the fucking rocks.
And never beat off in a graveyard.